What's up, guys? We just finished a leg day, a lower body workout, bro, and it sucked, to be honest, but technically we got some progress in. Look at this beauty, bro. It's getting colder. It's getting colder. You know, soon enough we're gonna be doing some Wim Hof up in this map. Yeah, the squats sucked, you know, but still I increased the weight. I wanted to get 3 reps, I only got 2. Did some Romanian deadlifts instead of good mornings this time. They felt good. But after the squats I had this weird feeling in my like right here, like on the lower back / hip area. Had this weird feeling, and also like my inner lats. I don't know if that's a term, but yeah. Then I did some heavy ass Bulgarian split squat. Failed it twice. Doesn't matter. We kept going, and then I did some accessories, you know. But you're gonna see that in the workout. I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, we gotta keep pushing, guys. Today, when I was walking to the gym, it was by far the best I've ever felt this month, like energy wise. You know, I just felt present, you know, in the moment and full of energy. And then when I started squatting, I felt the weakest I've ever felt this month, you know. But still kept pushing, you know, hour and a couple of minutes workout, and I felt good, man, you know. Next time this weight I'm gonna get it for at least 3 reps, and I'm gonna progress on the other exercises as well. So it's all good, you know. We are in no rush, you know. We're gonna get the weights, the power, the muscle mass that we want to get. It just takes some time and some patience, you know. So doing resistance training doesn't only get you like powerful, strong, or muscular. It also builds your mental, you know. You get more resilient, not only physically but also mentally and emotionally and spiritually as well. Everything works synergistically, guys. If you're improving your body, like indirectly you're improving your emotional body as well. You're improving your mentality, you know. Your spirit gets stronger. So even if you feel like shit, just go to the gym, have a workout, you know, auto-regulate the weights, the reps. If you can't progress this week, you can always progress next week, you know. So just keep going, guys. And that was it for my second vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy the workout. Let's go, people. This was the last warm-up set for the squats. This is 102 kilos on the bar. Now, looking back at this, man, it felt really heavy and really slow. But looking at it, it's a lot better than how it felt, you know. Sometimes you just don't feel good. I don't know what it is. I have some ideas why I felt the way I felt today. But let's see the squat here. Brace. Really smooth control on the bottom, and it was a really smooth rep, you know. But again, this is a warm-up set, so I guess it should be moving a bit faster, you know. This is the top set right here, 107 kilos on the bar. Last time we did 104.5 kilos for a triple. That one felt heavy, but it went smooth, you know. This one felt a lot heavier, especially the first rep, but it looks kind of smooth, you know. So that's why it's good to, even if you're not doing content like me, posting videos, it's still good to like film yourself so you can watch your form, you can watch your speed, your technique, everything. Let's see the top set right here. Bracing, really trying to brace at least really hard. First rep was okay, but it was super slow, you know. It felt really, really heavy. Brace for the second rep, and it was slower. It was really heavy, you know. Looking by the speed of the reps, I feel like I could have done one more, but while doing them, it's a completely different story, you know. It's a completely different story, bro. And as I said in the beginning of the video, I had some weird like feeling in my lower back/hip area. I think that's due to me being kind of immobile throughout the day, you know. This is the first back offset. This is 97 kilos on the bar. We did that for 2 sets of 6, really, really slow reps, but, you know, we got it done. At least I'm controlling the weight, you know. I feel like my core is kind of letting me down, you know. My core is kind of weak, which is a big issue in doing any sort of a compound movement. Doesn't matter if it's a squat, deadlift, pull-up, dip, you need a strong core. So I need to work on that for sure. And another thing that today, like I had this revelation. I mean, it's been in the back of my mind for a while now, but I have to do mobility. Like these days I've been kind of sitting a lot, you know, and I think that's been culminating into this day where I felt it, you know. I felt weird feelings throughout my body doing squats and deadlift, Romanian deadlifts, split squats, you know. I felt like my mobility is shit, you know. I just felt it. So now I know for sure that I need to do mobility every day, you know. It doesn't take much. You can do 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, you know, maybe 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, doesn't matter. Just, I need like a little mobility routine. I've been doing mobility for a long time. Like I have some routines that I can do that I know make me feel a lot better, you know. Doesn't matter if I'm training or not, like they just make me feel better as a human being, you know, just physically, you know. I have this it takes like I think less than 5 minutes. I have this squat mobility routine. I usually do it before my leg days, and it really helps, you know. If I do it every morning, bro, I need to start doing that, you know. I'm gonna start doing a lot more mobility, like every single day, you know. Every single day do hip mobility, shoulder mobility, upper back mobility, like everything. Yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna start doing. By the way, this time I decided to do some Romanian deadlifts instead of the good mornings, just to switch it up a bit. This is the last warm-up set. This is 80 kilos on the bar. I did only 4 reps because it started slipping off my hands, you know. And I did only 2 sets for the Romanian deadlifts, 2 working sets. This is 102 kilos on the bar. I did that for very easy 2 sets of 6 with straps on, you know. Without straps I couldn't do it, no way. Doesn't matter. The point of the Romanian deadlifts is to overload the posterior chain, you know, the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back. And the good thing about doing Romanian deadlifts instead of good mornings is that it kind of overloads your upper back, you know. I feel it in my traps, I feel it in my lats, you know, and I feel that's kind of been missing from my training for the past couple of months, is a heavy Romanian deadlift overloads that upper back as well, you know. Deadlifts I've been doing throughout my entire like lifting career, you could say, but for the past year or so I haven't been doing any deadlifts. I've only been doing Romanian deadlifts, and for the past couple of months I haven't even been doing Romanian deadlifts, you know. So I feel like I've been missing this just holding a heavy weight, a heavy barbell in your hands does something to you. We're gonna see though. I'm gonna keep it going. And these are the heavy Bulgarian split squats I told you about, bro. Look at that, bro. Did 2 reps on the second rep. My obliques or core or balance just gave out. But hey, I got 3 reps on the first set. Look at my back, bro. It's fuck. When I do legs, I get super sweaty, bro. Like, doing legs, doing a lower body workout does not compare to an upper body workout. This is the right leg. I know it's inverted, so I always do, well, most of the time I do the first set with my left leg because I feel like it's weaker, and I try to match that with my right leg. So I did 3 reps with my left leg, then I do 3 reps with my right leg. And now let's see the second set. It went a bit better. Just I knew I had to control it a lot more after the first set. Obviously, I was bracing a lot more. I was putting my lats in my pockets, squeezing my abs, stacking my rib cage, everything. Still, I got 4 reps. It's not bad, This is 30 kilos in each hand. That's 66 pounds in each hand. I've never done this weight on a split squats. I actually have never done split squats this much. These reps here are good on the right leg. The right leg, I have a lot more balance. I feel like both of my legs are equally strong, but for some reason I have a lot more balance on the right leg. I don't know why. But we got a set of 3 and a set of 4. I'm happy. Next time, maybe I'll get 2 sets of 6. Hopefully, that's what was that weight? That's 135 kilos total weight for a Bulgarian split squat. It's not a small amount of weight, And because I did less than 6 reps, I decided to do a couple of sets here on these leg extensions, but doing it single leg. I haven't done leg extensions in a long while, and actually I think I've never done single leg extensions. So I basically increase the weight every set until I cannot do 10 reps with 1 legs. And this is the final set. I think I got up to 47 kilos on the stack. That's like, I think half the stack pretty much, Got 9 reps. Actually, I got 8 reps, It's good, that's half the stack, got 8 reps, I'm happy. And I got a nice little pump in my quads that I haven't gotten in a long while, Leg extensions, I think they have a place. Maybe I'll keep adding them like this, just do a single burnout set after the split squats, because I think they're like the same like the hamstring curls, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but doing heavy hip hinges like Romanian deadlifts, good mornings, they hit your hamstrings pretty hard, but there's like a single muscle in the hamstrings that they don't hit. And doing hamstring curls hits all of your hamstrings, And I think the same goes for the leg extensions. Like, doing squats hits your quads obviously a lot, but doing leg extensions hits all of your quads, You got a couple, like, I think 4 muscles in your quads as well. Obviously quads, so you should have 4 muscles there. Doing leg extensions hits all of them pretty much. So maybe I'll keep adding them, 1 burnout set at the end works well. And I got up to 72 kilos on these hamstring curls for 2 sets of 6, which is almost a full stack, Then I did two sets, like leg extensions, but doing them like drop sets, I did 5 reps hanging leg raises, because my hands were really slippery, really sweaty. Then I did 5 reps like this, and then I did 5 reps on the back support, you know, pretty simple. But to get back to my points on stuff I need to start doing, one of them was mobility. I'm gonna start doing mobility every single day. And another thing is, actually 2 things. One of them is running, like longer distance running for cardio. You know, I need to do that for sure. And the other thing is sprints. I need to start doing sprints as well. Obviously, I'm gonna treat them as a cardio day, but I need to start doing sprints because last summer I did sprints, and they helped me a lot with my explosiveness. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I'm not an explosive guy to say the least. I'm at all. But last summer I was doing sprints once a week, and I felt like that helped me with squats, with everything, like just being a more explosive person, you know. So I'm gonna start doing mobility, sprints, and cardio, guys. But that was pretty much the workout. As always, thank you very much for watching. I wish you all the best, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.